All right, we're here with Sam. He made top cut at our First of Destiny Case Plus tournament. What deck were you playing?
I played Phantom.
And how were your matchups today?
Matchups overall were pretty good. I hit Striker 4 times, which is a really bad matchup for my deck. Ended up losing to that in top 4, but overall, deck performed really well, and I'm very happy with how I did today.
Nice. All right, then let's check it out.
All right, so for the Phantom Knight line, played 3 scales, 3 boots, 2 cloak, 1 gloves, and 1 greaves. Pretty standard ratios. This felt great. I always had enough Phantom Knights to grind and do my plays, and yeah, definitely happy with this line. And as an additional way to start my plays, I played 3 Tour Guide with a small BA package of Graph, Seer, and Libic. Libic's super important. If you open one of these, this allows you to still do the Graph Seer play, which is important for our standard Cherubini into Bardiche combo. So solid. And then just as additional extenders, I played 2 Kagemucha. This card's really good. It's a dark, which allows it to also make Bardiche. Overall, did well. Just get an extra body on board. And then I played the Psychics, so 1 wielder, 1 tracker, just additional extenders to go into Cherubini to work well. Playing Enforcer, so play the Celestial and Dasher. These are the best targets, no reason to play anything else. And then 1 Scythe for the Dagger play. Hand traps, I played 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru in the main. I was expecting a lot of combo today, and there was a decent amount of it. I just didn't hit it a ton, so this configuration wasn't optimal for what I played, but I feel it still worked well overall. And for the spells, Power 1-ofs, Rhoda, Called by Foolish, all great cards. 2 Emergency Teleport, just to get the Psychics out. Bait interactions, get another body, pretty solid. 3 Droplet, I think this card is super important, and sending Phantom Knight cards to grave is great, so it works out really well for us. If you have like this Fogblade, just Fogblade first, then send the Fogblade for this, and it's free. And then 3 Fusion Destiny. The restriction is just for the rest of the turn, so no reason not to max on this. If we get stopped, this allows us to still go into Enforcer. For the traps, I played 3 Fogblade, 1 Wing, and 1 Brigandine. 3 Fogblade because it's the best Revival Phantom Knight trap, and then 1 Wing is an additional Revival PK trap. There are some game states where having a second Revival in the turn is very strong, and Shade just a great extender. That's it for the main, so 45 cards. The deck is pretty consistent. You really just need 2 3s to go off, so going over 40 is fine, and there are a couple cards that we don't want to open. The extra deck, for Link 1, I played Link Spider to turn Shade into an effect monster, or also a Nibiru token if that comes up. And for the 2s, Cherubini, super important, just get whatever we need in grave, gets our plays going. Really strong card. Anaconda to go into the Enforcer. It does its job. And Dagda, so this allows us to do the double Scythe summon play before the opponent's main phase. Very strong. Scythe Lock is good against a lot of decks right now, so I think it's definitely worth playing. And then for the decks that don't rely on extra deck, I played Masquerena to go into Unicorn to set up a board of just 2 pops of spin and a Fogblade, which is often enough against the non-extra deck oriented decks. For the 3s, play Rusty Bardiche, amazing card, gets Phantom Knights and Graves, gets its traps. The pop effect is super important to allow us to bring back a Break Sword, pop our Scythe, and draw phase. Very strong. And then Unicorn for the Masquerena, and also just as a nice spot removal if needed. And, for my 4, I played Boral Sword. Sword plus Enforcer kills, Access Code plus Enforcer doesn't, so I like Boral Sword in this deck, but I think both are valid options. For the Xyz, showing 3s, I played 2 Break Sword, 2 because I pretty much always will make one turn 1 to set it up in grave with a PK trap to revive it on my opponent's turn, set up a Bardiche Pop, and the effect is just extremely strong. And then one Levier, very good for grind games, gets resources back from Banish, very solid. And then for a rank 4 to summon after resolving Breaksword's Grave effect, I played Rhapsody and Berserk. This card is extremely good right now. The Breaksword can force out whatever, get stuff engraved, and then Rhapsody just banish whatever you need. Banish Enforcer, banish Celestial against the Destiny Hero decks, banish Ray against Striker, banish Phantom Knight cards in Mirror, Birds in the Lyreless matchup. It's great against pretty much everything. And then one Downerd and Zeus. This is just, we play Xyz monsters, so why not play the Zeus? And Downerd is super important for this deck because it allows us to revive a Breaksword, attack with it, and then go into a live Zeus. And then the Phoenix Enforcer. Card's great. I think it's better than Dragoon in this deck. We're already searching the gates, and just having a pop every turn on top of how well the Phantom Knights grind is very strong. For the side, I played 3 Droll for like Drytron, Dragon Link. All the decks like to add a lot. Did not see use today, but I think it's a strong card that should be in the side deck. 3 Lancia. Can come in against a wide variety of stuff. If we're playing something that really relies on banishing, we can even Dagda for this instead of Scythe, which didn't come up today, but it is another strong play. I think this card's pretty decent right now. And then I played 3 Crossout on the side. This is primarily for the mirror match, because if the opponent is playing correctly, then they'll set up the double Scythe summon, which means a single or negate card will not be effective, whereas Crossout, banish your own Scythe, will stop it and then allow you to play. And then also, depending on what hand traps I see game 1, I can bring this in if I know that what I have is the same as what they're playing. It will be effective in stopping those. 3 Cosmic. I think this is the best back row removal spell right now. Banishing is super important against like Phantom Knight, Striker, Lich. This was great today. And then 3 Emperor. The idea was if I play like the Barrier Statue decks or anything where I just need more cards to help break, this can be useful. It was okay. Alright, and that's the list.
Awesome, man. Any shout-outs?
Yeah, huge shout out to Area 51, the best locals, amazing community. I have so much love for everybody. I've been gone for a bit, trying to work on getting myself better, but I'm
Glad
back.
to see you back, dude. Look back.
Yeah, it's great to be back.
Top 4, man. Well, congrats, dude, and thank you, and we'll see you next time.
All right, thank you, man.